And then the last one is going to be, so it'll be a sequence. The last one is going to be, you come up on your, take this foot back, come up on this foot. Yep, stand up on it. Push here, drive forward a little bit. Come here. We're going to end you right in that heel hook right there. Okay. So I'm not going to squeeze too hard or anything. And we'll start with the heel. So I'll walk you through that. So it's here, it's here. So you're going to grab. So we're ready to go?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay. Hey guys, how you doing? It's Chris and Fabian. We're going to do some, we're going to walk through that heel slipping drill. We've done that before, and then we're going to get into a sequence of 5 different heel hooks that it's a good, real good warm-up once you get the sequence down, okay? So you're going to put your feet over here. Okay, and this is just what I do to warm up. You're going to grab he's got my knee line is in between, my knee is in between his knee line, and it's in between him and his body. So I'm in trouble. On an outside hook, my knee is inside my heel hip line as well. So I want to grab here, and I'm going to ballerina my foot to slip the heel. So we're here, hold on to the heel, hold on to it, don't let go. Get ready? As soon as I bring my knee out and it slips that heel, I hold on to his forearm here, come, and I separate his feet right here. Now his foot goes on the ground, and I corkscrew toe hold right here. So I'm going to have my forearm alongside of his foot, and I'm going to push in for the toe hold. Now I'm going to let go back to the foot, comb my hair, come here. Now I'll get Fabian in the heel hook. Okay, so let's try it one more time. So we're here, gets me in the heel hook. Yeah, yeah, and then cross your feet. And then switch your hands. Yes, there you go. Feel how it's stronger that way. So you got the gable grip always. Go from there. Now I'm going to hold his arm so that he can't push. He can't pull that heel to his chin. And I just slip the ballerina my foot. I don't want to boot it, because when I boot the foot, I make it easier for him on the ground. And I take my forearm right alongside of his foot. And I like to keep my hand up like I'm going to catch something. Right alongside of his foot. And I like to keep my hand up like I'm going to catch something. Okay? And I just slowly, so put both your feet here. There you go. Now, suck that in. There you go. Now grab the heel. Turn this way a little bit more. There you go. Now, I want you to pull your heels backwards. Yeah, but put your knees to the ceiling. That's better. Feel the torque on the knee already. So this is the one you have to be careful of, because this one's going to attack the LCL here. So I'm going to grab the forearm. Say forward and slip the heel. So I slip and I drive forward into the position. The hand from the forearm is going to go right behind his knee. My thumb is going to go right there. We call that a thumb post. Come here, handbrake. Now I've got Fabian in that inside heel hook from the saddle. Okay, so we'll try that one more time. So we're here. Yep, both feet inside. There you go. Yeah, knees up. Yep, and then you're going to gable grip this other way. Switch it. There you go. Okay, so I'm always going to grab. I always want to take my hands. Okay, I'm going to push forward into it. It slips the heel. I'm always holding on to that forearm. My thumb is right where his knee is. I'm going to push. Stay right there for me. And I'm going to touch my butt to his butt. And what that does is it gets this foot and allows it to pummel behind right to his knee. So as soon as my knee gets here, I'm out. Okay, I can just get up and run away if I want to, but I want to reattach for the drill. So keep this here, scoop grip, come inside, pull in. Now I have the heel hook, okay? So that's our warm-up. We're going through the heel, inside and outside heel slipping drill. Now we're going to do a series, another one. I'm going to show you 5 different heel hooks, and then we're going to do them all together. And it's a good way to rep those out and drill those, okay? So for let's go this way. So from 50-50, I always want to cover this heel. So let's turn this way. Forward 50-50, and I open my legs, and I don't mind this heel. Fabian's just going to grab that heel hook every single time, okay? So I always want to protect my primary leg. My primary leg is the one that can be attacked. Secondary is outside, can toe slip. Same thing. This is Fabian's primary leg. This is his secondary leg. This is the leg in between my legs. This is the leg outside of my legs. Okay, so I don't want to just open up my legs and give him that 50-50 heel hook. Okay, so I'm going to be here. So let's turn this way again. So we're here. All I'm going to do is I'm going to cross my feet, and all I'm going to do is I'm going to dig the heel here, okay? And then we're just going to finish, okay? I'm going to put my hands together. I'm false. This is called a false grip here. So I usually pull this back so that my chest is right there. That's pretty tight, right? Yeah. So I put my hands together. All I'm going to do is I pull the heel back this way, and I'm going to push my knee the opposite direction. So there's going to be rotation force on that knee. So I lift my hips up a little bit, push, and it's pretty tight right away. It doesn't really take much, okay? So we're here. I grab. I'm going to pull back, lift my hips up, and push through the knee. So I'm actually pushing through the knee with my hips, pushing through, okay? And you can imagine if I'm holding the heel, the knee is going to go right there. So we're here, my false grip, okay? I'm protecting that heel in 50-50, okay? And arch up and go. Actually, we're kind of in 80-20 right now, and I'll explain the difference between the two. But even if I'm 50-50 where my knees are up, I can still just pull back. I have that, I'm pushing on the outside of the knee and rotating the heel, okay? So that's our first one, okay? So we just have a basic 50 heel hook, okay? Now we're gonna go to 80-20. So if Fabian crosses his feet, see how we're both equal. We're in 50-50, okay? What I wanna do is I wanna bring my knee to the ground, okay? To get that angle on him. So I'm just gonna push, scoot sideways. That's all I'm doing. Come up with my hand, I frame, scoot sideways, and my heels are still tight, okay? I can put my hand on the ground. I can hide it behind his kidney here. If you try to finish that heel hook there, it's gonna be hard, okay? This other leg is kind of preventing that. I can come up here to defend, okay? So I'm in 80-20 now. And let's say his feet are open and his heel is on the ground. Like he's just slipped the heel, okay? Elbow right in front of his heel. Okay, I'm in 80-20. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to do what's called an elbow hop. Okay, I'm going to grab here. I'm going to lift his knee up, and I'm going to drive forward, hopping his heel right over my arm. I'm going to use my forearm like a windshield wiper. So just push forward, boom, right there. Now I have the heel to finish. Okay, so grab for me. There we go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lift up and say, see how that heel hops right over there? Now I'm in a good braking position right there. Okay. So we're here, your elbow's on the ground. I'm going to keep my elbow in front. I'm going to lift up, and I'm just going to drive my hip in position there with that knee, okay? So now he's got his foot flat on the ground, just his heel, okay? I grab, lift forward, hop it. Now I push forward for the elbow hop, okay? So that's the second one. Then we're going to have you do all those afterwards, okay? I'll walk you through it. So now the second one is, let's go to 80-20 here, or we'll go to 90-10. So this is 50-50. Both of our knees are here, okay? 80-20 is where one of my knees angle there. And then 90-10 or outside Senkaku, this position right here, okay? So we're gonna go to outside Senkaku. Now, you're gonna bring your knee that way, okay? Yep, keep coming. And I'm gonna push here, I'm gonna push in. So try to get your leg out of there. It's pretty tight, right? Yeah. So I have my elbow on your shoelaces. Okay, I'm arching back and I'm pulling my heels back. You okay? Yep. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to lift my hips up a little bit, bring my arm back, and now I have the heel. Pretty bad angle for Fabian right there to finish. Very easy to finish that there. So we're going from having the heel. Now before he slipped the heel, but his elbow or his heel was on the ground. Now he slipped the heel and his inside of his foot is on the ground. So back here, I'm holding him and holding him. Okay. Just pushing back. This is just a static position. It shouldn't feel any pain in your knee. What I'm going to do is I'm going to lift up, pull my arm back, and that heel drops right over my forearm. Grab. This is a pretty terrible angle for Fabian. It's a very quick heel hook. Okay, let's move back just a little bit. So we're here. He slips, and I block, and I push in right here. Okay? Now all I'm going to do is I'm going to lift my butt up in the air a little bit. So lift my butt up. And then I'm going to reach back. The heel drops to the ground. When I come back, if you can see, that's an awful, awful angle on that heel and knee. I pull slowly. Okay, so that's our third one. Okay. Now our fourth one is going to be when you roll. So let's start back a little bit. Okay. So we're in outside Senkaku or 90-10. Okay. Now slowly start rolling this way, okay? What I'm gonna do is this hand from here is gonna slide down to his Achilles. And then, so we're gonna roll slow. Okay, roll. Now, I have a really bad angle on that forehand, really bad. And I'm already there. So I wanna keep up with his roll. So we'll start a little bit back. So when we're rolling, you can see the finishing position. Over here, boom. Outside to go. Come here. I'm going to slide my hand down his Achilles and keep his knee bent. I reach back. We roll. Now I'm right in a really good heel exposure right here. Foot in outside Senkaku. And this is pulling back. Try to reach my hands. It's hard, right? And even if you reach this hand, you can still push up. Yeah, it's bad, right? It's pretty tight. Yeah. So one more time. So we're going to go to outside Senkaku. Right here. Okay. My elbow's in front of his knee, and I have what's called a handbrake. I just dig my fingers right into his knee. It's a really nice no-gi handle. So as we roll, my hand is going to slide down his Achilles, but it's going to keep his leg bent. So when we roll, slide, legs down. Oh, keep going. And now we're right where we should be, right in this heel hook. Okay. And then the last one, and I'm going to walk you through it. So let's go this way. Okay. So let's say I stand up and you have your feet crossed, okay? And I stand up this way. So let's come back here. And I'm going to drag you. Okay, you ready? So what's going to happen is we're going to do a Granby roll, okay? So this foot is actually going to push that way, okay? And then you're going to roll shoulder to shoulder underneath, okay? Yeah, so watch what we're going to do. That's perfect. What's going to happen is this foot is going to kind of tap here, and you're going to start your roll this way, okay? Yep, now kick this way. Kick. Yep, now look. Cross your ankles. Now, let's turn this way. Whole body. Cross your figure four. Yep. Now, you can see, let's go. I'm going to drag you back this way, sorry. So now, stop moving. Let's come this way. There we go. Yep, it's like giving a track starter's position. It's a belly down heel hook, okay? He's got, I can't see what he's doing, all right? Nick here?
Can't see who's doing.
Nick? I'll grab him in a sec. So heel hook position, okay? So pull to your chin, and slowly push your hips through. Excellent, okay? So that's the position that I prefer to finish heel hooks in. Person is looking away from me. They can't really see what I'm doing, and their hands are nowhere near me. Okay? So we're going to tie all of these together now. Okay? So, and this is a good drill, like at the beginning. So I'm just going to finish a 50-50 heel hook. Open, grab, push, and pull. So I'm going to pull back and then push my hips in, and you can feel it get tight. Okay? Now, we're going to go outside Senkaku. His elbow is, or his heel is down. So I'm going to do an elbow hop. Okay. I'm here. I lift up. I pull my arm back, and I kind of hurdle that heel over, and then I slowly grab for the heel hook. Now this one, you're going to be slipping the heel, and I'm going to arch back, so you're stuck. Okay. Now what I want to do is I want to have that elbow right where your shoelaces are. Now I lift my butt up, slide my arm back, and it drops the heel right over there. Really bad angle right there. Okay, we're gonna roll through. Okay, so slowly, as soon as I anticipate he's gonna roll, I'm gonna reach over to that handbrake. And as he rolls slowly, slide down, bend, and I end up right in the same heel hook position. Too far everywhere. Yep, too close. Yeah. We'll come back here. So we're here. So we're gonna 80-20. And I'm here. So I want to keep that leg bent no matter what. So if you roll, okay, try pulling your leg out of there. That's hard.
Yep.
Because the leg is bent. Mm-hmm. Now, if I don't do that to you, I pull your leg out of there. It comes right out. Yeah. So if you keep that leg bent, it's a good way to hold them in that position for a little bit of time. Okay. So my hand is going to slide up. It's going to keep it bent. As you roll, you're going to expose. Feet in the right position to finish. Okay? Pull and push. Just like that. Okay? And then we're going to do one more. I'm going to have you come up on me. Yeah. So, but let's sit down first. Yep. You're good. So here. Let's turn this way. So you're gonna come up on your feet. Yeah, on your foot. Okay. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this here and protect this heel. Okay. If you step forward, okay. Now I can grab here. I can push my leg this way. Right there. So I have that belly down. That knee is in an awful position. I'm here, and there's a lot of tension on that knee already. So I'm just pulling just a little bit. And then when I pull with my heels, it makes it even worse. So we're gonna walk Fabian how to do all these, okay? So let's go this way. So just a regular 50-50 heel hook, so keep your feet crossed. Yep, and you're gonna pull your heels back to your butt. It's called back heeling. There you go. See how deep? Now hold on. Don't hold on with your hands. Just pull your heels backwards, okay? And keep my leg bent. You can just push it forward this way. Now, hold on. Ready? Mm-hmm. Stuck to me the whole time. If my leg was straight, I could probably pull it out there, okay? So you're gonna grab the heel. So what you want to do to grab your heel, take your thumb and touch it to your back. And then gooseneck it like this. And then grab right here and pull backwards. Yep. And then you can come up on your shoulder if you want to. Yep. There you go. So gable grip now. Yeah, that's good because my ankle and Achilles are right where your radius is. So you don't want it up here, you want it down here. Okay. So you're gonna pull your heels backwards, pull the heel to your chin, and push your hips forward. Perfect. Again. Now wait, you gotta push your hips up. Back heel. So pull your heels backwards hard.
Good.
Now push your hips through. Feel the difference? Much better. Now if you want to, you can stick the heel on the ground. Now just use your hips. There's a rotation in there. Your hips are you're immobilizing here, but you're still getting that flex. So if you put that on the ground, watch the knee, see how the knee is twisted. Push through, push through, push through. There we go. So there's your 50-50 heel. Okay? Now we're gonna go from a slipped position. We're gonna take your feet here. Just put your knee to the ground here. Move around a little bit. There we go. And across your heels. So now you're in 80-20. Okay? So now all I want you to do is put your elbow right here. Okay? And I'll grab right there. Okay? Now, what I want you to do is, see how you're here? I want you to lift your hips up in the air off your shoulder. Pull your bottom arm back. See how it hops that over there? Now, where's that heel though? Oh, that heel. Right there. There it is. Now, gable grip, other way. Yeah, pull back and slowly hip in. Keep pulling back to your chin. There's your heel hook. Okay, so we'll do it again. I've slipped the heel. Put your elbow right in front. Yeah, now watch. Grab inside and keep your feet crossed. There you go. Now, if you want to, roll up. There it is. Now, what I want you to do is just lift your hips up, pull your arm backwards, and see how it just drops right in front. Now, grab the heel hook. Pull it back. Back heel. Pull your heels in. Yeah, see the flex on the knee? That's terrible. Okay. In a good way. You know what I'm saying? Bad for me.
Yeah.
So pull it back, push your hips in. Excellent. More back heeling with your legs. Back heel more. Yes. The more my leg is bent, the worse it's going to be. Yep. Excellent. Okay. Now, next one's a little bit harder. So let's go to 80-20. Or we'll go to outside and top. Right there. So this foot is here, preventing me from coming forward. Okay. And this heel should be behind me. See how it's hard for me to reach? So what I'm going to do now is put your elbow a little bit forward. We're going to come into this position right here. Okay? Now, I want you to go up on your shoulder and pull and arch backwards now. Arch backwards. Yeah, with your elbow tight. Yeah, there you go. But don't reach behind just yet. Keep the hand in front. Yeah, and just arch back as much as you can. Arch back. There you go. So see how I'm stuck? Yeah. I can't really get my leg out of there. Okay? So what I want you to do is you're going to reach here. You're going to go ahead and lift your hips up a little bit and then move your arm backwards like a windshield wiper. See how it drops? See that angle is super bad for me. Yeah, grab your hands together for the heel hook. Pull the heel to your chin and slowly push through with your hips. Very hearty slap there. That was excellent. Let's try it again. So we're here. Yeah. So I'm here and arch back hard as you can. Arch, 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 arch. See how it's not necessarily going to submit me, but I'm not going to be able to get my foot on there. Okay. Now, don't worry about connecting. Just grab here. Yep. Now, arch your butt up in the air. Pull your arm back. Now you've hopped it. Feel how tight that is already? Yeah. Yep. Grab it. Now put your hands together. Pull and push in. Excellent. All right. So now we're gonna do the roll through. Okay. So we'll do that we can do it from 80-20. So just come right here. Yep. So what I want you to do is when you sense I'm gonna roll, dig your fingers in there, right in here, right in that tendon. Okay, and cross your feet down. Okay. And then you're gonna put your elbow right in front of you. Okay. So I'm gonna roll slowly. When I roll slowly, this hand's gonna slide down and keep my arm bent. And you're gonna do it. So don't pull the heel until I'm tight. Okay. So we're gonna roll. Yeah. And I'll grab the heel. Keep going. Yes. There you go. Good. Yep. Now pull your elbow towards your hip more. Your right elbow. More. Yes. Now see how now I can't slip it. See how it's stuck there?
Yeah.
I'd have to do something else. I'd have to do what's called a toe slip. Okay. Getting that out. Oh, there you go. It's ineffective against a t-shirt. Yeah. But that's a toe slip as opposed to a heel slip. Okay. So you're gonna put your heels back. Yeah. Excellent. You almost want to cut the circulation off to my leg.
Gotcha.
With that back heel. Okay, so let's go again. Okay. So we're here, cross your hand. Yep. So we're here in the handbrake. Yep, so I'm gonna roll slowly. Boom, boom, reach back, grab it, keep rolling, keep rolling, keep rolling, keep rolling. There you go. Finish. Excellent. Try it one more time. Now, it's not a pull and then a back heel. It's back heel and a pull.
Gotcha.
Feel difference?
Yeah.
Much
Way
tighter. Much tighter. Okay. Let's do the last one. That's what's kind of a gravy roll. So we're gonna face your back to the camera. Yep. So keep your feet crossed. So remember, when you're in this 50-50, if I'm here, my feet aren't crossed, my heel is open or tapping. That's why I want to bring my second hand in. Or if you grab, push, and go from there. But I always want to have something covering that heel. Okay. But so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stand up, and then you're here. So keep your legs crossed. Okay. Sorry. There we go. So what's gonna happen is you're gonna put this foot here, okay, and then you're gonna start Granbying, and then you're gonna kick this leg that way. There you go. Now, see how you're pushing me away?
Yeah.
Cross your figure four your legs. Now pull your heels backwards. That's super tight. Now hold it. Now don't worry about the heel just yet. Hold that and keep my leg bent. Ready? Watch. See, I'm dragging you along the mat. I cannot get out of that right now. Okay, so you're gonna grab the heel, hold back to your chin, and push your hips through the outside of my knee. There you go. One more time. There you go. Excellent. So what we're gonna do is I'm just gonna do all those 5 right in a row, and that'll be a good start for you guys to go ahead and start. If you want to grab a partner before class, you get all the juices moving, everything like that. Okay, so we're here in the 50-50. Okay, I'm just gonna separate the feet, come in, boom. My radius is right here. I'm covering his shoelaces with my chest, pulling back and pushing. So it shouldn't look, I'm not using a ton of energy. I'm really not. It's a lot of energy in the legs, but it's very light when I finish. My voice doesn't change at all, and that pressure is still there. Okay, so we're gonna go to 80-20. Put your heel on the ground, just your heel. So I'm gonna elbow hop and lift up, pull back. Now it's here, super tight.
That was really good.
Super tight. Now this one, you're gonna slip and then arch back. So try to get your leg out of there. Very hard, very hard. So all I'm gonna do is I lift my butt up, arm goes back, and you can see his heel kind of drop to the floor. Now I come back and pull. Okay, that was the mat, right? That wasn't your ankle?
Yeah, no, that was me.
That was the mat?
Yeah.
Okay.
Was that pop?
It's some pop.
Okay, yeah.
So now
That wasn't me.
he's gonna roll. Okay, so I'm gonna handbrake. I'm gonna slow him down like what a handbrake does. And as we roll slowly, I come back and I take the heel. And I roll right into our finishing position and finish. Okay, so that's the roll. And then we have the last one here, which is the gravity. Next, you're gonna stand up. Yep. Now I'm gonna kick here. I'm gonna bring you through. Push my leg this way. And then I put him down on the ground here. And you can see how extreme that bend is right there. That's bad. So this is my favorite heel hook finishing position because he's so far away from my feet and my hands. All I'm gonna do is slowly pull, and it doesn't take much. You can hear from my voice. Okay, so
There's a question. Someone had a question.
Yes.
They said heel side hand
always on top with the gable grip?
Depending on what position it's going to be in. I'm going to be here, and I'm going to false grip. Okay. So when I expose the heel, sometimes I'll dig it, thumb to my back, and then I'll gooseneck, and then I come here and cover. Okay. Now when I connect my hands, I'm going to put this one down on top. Okay, because this hand is going to be pulling the heel. Okay, if it's this way, it'll still work. It just kind of feels a little wonky to me. But I always grab this way.
That's instantly.
Yeah, exactly. So you can feel the tightness there.
Yeah,
yeah.
just by that grip.
And you can also adjust if there's space between your elbow and your hip, it increases the chance of heel slipping or toe slipping. Okay, so as soon as I get this false grip, because I'm going to use this other free hand to defend against his secondary leg, what I'm going to do is, and tell me if it gets too tight, I'm just going to pull my elbow underneath. Feel how much tighter that got? Now, if he tries to slip his heel, it's very, very hard. Okay? So if my elbow is out away from my hip, the chances of him slipping, so just straighten your foot, grab, yeah, so see how you can slip it? Might be a little dangerous without hands, but we're just using this for the course of argument. But when I come here, as soon as I expose, I can even finish this in one hand as well. But might as well do it too. So I'll go, when I expose, I'll come here, thumb to my back, gooseneck, then I'll false grip, and then I'll lay on top of it. Then this hand goes down. The hand that's false gripping, this one, goes down, and I grab here. And then the rotation is really bad. Okay, that's a really good question, though. Did they have another question too, or?
I do not see any. Fidel says, good night, bro.
Okay. Well, then so basically, when I get the heel, I'm going to go thumb to my back, gooseneck. So I gooseneck, and then I false grip.
Roderick says, radius into Achilles. Got it.
Correct. Yep. The more you radius, now you can finish when his heel is a little bit higher towards your armpit, but there's a little different finishes that you can do. What you can do is you can kind of butterfly and see how much tighter that is. You can tell if it gets tight when the person drives in and lifts their hips off the ground too. So if it's here, I kind of prefer a kit like this lock right there. But if it's right where the radius is, I usually want it right where my radius is. Turn, down, push. Because here, it gets a little slippery too with that. Now, if you put tape on your wrists, you might get an unfair advantage if you get a good false grip on somebody when you get their heel. It's just a little extra friction in there. But there's a big difference between this, and he can move, and a big difference between this. And I can feel how tight that is. So yeah, radius here, boom, pull, and push through. That's a good question.
No other questions.
Cool. All right. So obviously these aren't optimal training times, but you can still watch these videos. You can contact us on Facebook if you have any specific questions about any specific problems you're having, like, hey, I roll with Sam, and Sam does this every single time I go for his foot. You're more than welcome to, hit us up, Crouch, the MMA Lab Facebook page, my Facebook page, Chris Zubrycki, Zubrycki. But definitely go to the lab page first. If you guys have any questions or want to see any positions, we're more than willing to take some suggestions, but, keep that mind ready. You can always do cardio outside. I know it's really hot out, but keep ready, because we are going to open eventually. We don't know when that's going to be, but when we are ready and the state says we can, we will be opening, and everybody's going to be back. So everybody wants to be, in pretty good shape. I'm doing the same thing. I'm trying to push away the late night snacks and everything like that. But, we are going to be opening up again. We don't know when that's going to be, but in the meantime, just stop back for our 5-ish, live at 5-ish. We shoot to start at 5, but sometimes we can't get that done, but it's totally fine. But if you have any questions, please feel free to hit us up on Facebook, and we will see you guys here tomorrow night at 5. Is that right? I think it's tomorrow night at 5.
Yeah.
Yep, with Rob Emerson. All right, thanks for tuning in, and let us know if you have any questions. And thanks to Fabian, too. Cool. Good shit.
You never feel
It's a hip like that.
Yeah. No, and me bringing the heels in, that's the world of difference right there.
It's your legs. It's all legs. Because if your legs are open, they're going to get out and they'll rotate out. The new thing is back heel, squeeze, and try to put that leg.
Like that.
What's that?
It wasn't
A
all
lot of
that.
times, like before, people would do this. They would grab and they would just start rolling.
Right.
You know what I mean? And now what they're doing is they're coming here. So if you try to roll, you can't. You're going to submit yourself.
Right.
So the newer innovation is the back heel. So if you try to pull away, if I can control your leg with my legs and both my hands are free, the chances are. But what happens is my legs are open and you're counterattacking and I'm panicking and stuff like that. But if I just death grip your leg, it's bad. Like so that's kind of the new
That's
thing.
great.
Yep.
That's really
And if you roll the wrong way,
Yeah.
you'll end up submitting yourself.
Right, yeah.
Which is cool. You just hold it. Sometimes they roll the wrong way. And it's like, well, I don't really have to do anything. So appreciate it. Thanks again, man.
Well, anytime.
Oh.
Couldn't figure out how to stop it. I'm like trying to stop it, and it's because the laptop was covering up the button.
Good shit. Thanks for being there, man. Appreciate it.
I'm pretty sure it was.
I try to be a little loud.
Yeah, these things they pick up everything too.
Yeah.
They're not very.